Working on my latest project, a 2006 Pontiac G6 GTP, and this is the hardtop convertible. This thing's in beautiful condition, only 73,000 miles on it. Really nice car. They taped the front bumper on, and I put the passenger side headlight back on. It has a broken tab, but all the pieces are fortunately there. Put that back together, and then all the clips were in the trunk along with this screen right here. So depending on what it looks like underneath the bumper cover, this thing might need very little before I get the State Patrol inspection. It's been raining, so I've had this underneath my carport, but one of my first priorities is to get this power top watertight. When I got it, this trunk was stuck in the up position to where it would allow the convertible top to fold into the trunk, but the trunk hinges are up, so these need to be down in order for this to secure. I've been reading some information on this power top, and according to Chilton, I need to release the pressure from the folding top pump bypass pressure release valve. So I need to open this up to let the pressure out of the hydraulic rams, and that will be that one down there as well, and allow this thing to fold down. Then I'm going to push these retainers in the open position, release the emergency release I have the string on for the trunk release. That'll release it from the back, and then I can manually put it on here. I'll have to have someone else help me with this, and then I'll close this back up, and then it should be able to allow this to close. And then I'll figure out what's going on with the power top after I get it watertight. So that is my game plan for right now. Get a piece of wood to hold it up, so when the pressure releases, this isn't just going to fold down on top of this. So let me go to that little access panel over there on the passenger side, pull that out, open up the pressure release valve, and then it says to wait 5 minutes, but I'll probably wait a little bit longer in order to be safe. And like I said, they included all the clips along with that slightly broken headlight, which I really appreciate, because it's a pain in the butt to do this kind of repair without all the pieces. So pull off this access panel. Okay, it says to turn this counterclockwise. Started with a pair of pliers. Oh, I can feel the trunk lid coming down right now. You can feel the trunk trying to lower. If it wasn't for this piece of wood I have on this side, but unfortunately it's only supporting that side. Let me see if I can find another piece of wood. First, I'm going to disconnect the electrical. Well, first I'm going to disconnect the battery. I already have the hood popped. Disconnect the battery. So I removed this black clip right here, which should release this bottom part of the hydraulic ram. Then I'm going to remove this C clip. Should allow the top part to come free. Now this part should be able to latch and unlatch. Alright, I'm pretty sure for this, in order to clamp around the trunk latch, it has to be in the down position, which will hold it in the down position with this mechanism. So right now it moves very little, but if I pull it down, I think that'll move a lot more. So my game plan will be to put this all the way in the lower position. Lock it in place, and that'll allow this to completely open up. Then I'm going to remove this and manually hook it to the trunk mechanism, and then release the trunk and then put it on here and rebolt it up. That is my game plan. There we go. So I had to pop off the hydraulic cylinder as well, which is right here. So just like this other side, I'm going to take this hydraulic ram off, both clips, and that's just going to pull out. I'm going to cut this zip tie right here on the top. Then I'm going to remove the hydraulic pump that pumps this up. Remove the C-clamp. Here we go. Cut the zip tie to give it a little more room. Zip tie right up here. There we go. Cut the zip tie up here too. Now I'm going to release this. This hold pushes the trunk up open when it's shut. And then I'll show you what this mechanism here does and how it locks it in. So this hook right here has to hook into this when it lowers. See how that moves that? So once I'm inside the trunk, all I have to do is manually lift this up. And then that hooks into the latch up there, and when it goes back up, there we go. So I'll lower it down. Get it in the stage position. What I'm going to do is remove this piece, disconnect the wiring, and then connect this piece to the hinge, rehook everything back up, and then raise it up, and two people can manually put the hood back, the trunk back on. And we just push that piece up manually. There we go. Now it is hooked in, locked in. There we go, that's back there. This is hooked back in, and then I'm going to hook up the hydraulic ram again. go. There we go. So rehooked up the hydraulic ram. I'm going to put the C-clamp there. I'm going to do the same to the other side. Disconnect that bar right there that has the wiring. Disconnect all the wiring off the trunk. And then pull the emergency release. Now it's locked in place. Oh. All right, here is a better look at it without the tape on and with the trunk down. GTP. That's nice. Then I can fix the front, have this in for the State Patrol inspection in no time. All right, I'm waiting for some help to come over here so I can pull the trunk lid off, hook up the hydraulic rams and the shocks. So the hood hinges will pop up, and then we're going to put the trunk lid in while the hood hinges are up. I'm going to put the bolts in, and then we should be able to shut the trunk. Straight up. So we get on the side. Down the back. So one hand over here. No. There you go. And then one hand down here. And then it's already disconnected. We said go straight up. Then set on that. Yeah, I bought it on Wednesday. Yep.
Are they warm? Oh, those are leather seats. Those are warm seats.
Heated leather seats. Yeah.
What? So this is a project?
Yeah, all of it. State Patrol inspected. Probably as soon as I can get an appointment. But it doesn't need much. So yeah, so now what we're going to do, after I get the other side like this, we're going to tilt it up, bring it over here, and we're going to line up the bolts to go in here, if that makes sense. I'll show you more when I get this wrapped up.
This looks like an Infinity.
Just like that? Oh, just like that. No, it was wrecked as wrecked. So it looks like it was in some sort of front end accident. I don't even know how this happened, how this got disconnected the way it did, because it has a safety latch in there not to allow that to happen. So I think maybe a body shop might have done it. I don't know. It's weird. It's really, really weird. All right, I'm going to tighten back up the bleeder valve. And that way when I start the car, hopefully there's no error messages. Plug back in the sensors, and this determines whether or not the top's up or down. I mean, it has a sensor to indicate whether or not what position it's in. So all that's done. I haven't zip tied anything back together yet. That's for the satellite antenna. I have the string just in case it accidentally closes, because this does not have a keyhole. Definitely needs to be adjusted because, as you can see, it is touching right there. And a little bit right there, so I need to move it backwards a little bit, and there are some adjusting plates in there that you can do that with. But it's about ready to start raining again here in a little bit, so I'm going to hook the battery back up, back this underneath the carport, and then maybe a little bit later when it stops raining, start working on the front bumper cover,